Let's take a look at filling in this table. And notice part of it's done for already, and we're going to use our information from the previous questions to fill in this table. And so at 0 minutes, Janine has 440 songs left to unload. And then after 1 minute, well, she's downloaded 45 songs, hasn't she? So if we take 440 minus 45, we get 395 songs, and that kind of makes sense. So we'll put in 395 here. And then we know from the beginning that after 3 minutes, she had 305 songs, so I know 305 goes here. I'm going to rewrite that 3 here because it doesn't look very much like a 3. Now, let's find out how many songs she has left after 7 minutes. Now, we're going to have to do a little bit of work on this one. So first off, we're going to take 7 times 45. That'll say how many songs she's got downloaded. So if I take 7 times 45, and we'll get 315 songs downloaded. That's not how many she has left. Then we take 440 minus 315. If you take 440 minus 315, you get 125 songs left. Let's do the same thing for 9. First off, I'm going to find out how many songs we have downloaded in 9 minutes. So we take 9 times 45. And we get 405 songs. And we had 440 to begin with. You take 440 minus 405, and you get 35 songs left. Now, Kenny says to find out how fast it's doing, you just take the number of songs left and divide by how long the playlist has. Hopefully you disagree with Kenny's logic there. Because if I take 440 and I divide by 0, that's not even a number. That's undefined. If I take 395 divided by 1, we know from what we did in the previous page, it's 45. That's not 45, is it? Okay. So no, I would say, well, first of all, I'd say we disagree with that. And that's because we know it's 45 songs per minute, and none of these answers give us 45 songs per minute. We want to know during that time interval, not total. That's going on with Kenny. So we know it's 45 songs per minute, and none of those give us that answer. Now let's take a look at Cairo here. Cairo is also downloading a playlist. The graph shows the relationship between the number of songs left to download and the time since the start of downloading for both Cairo's place and Janine's list. Label the line that represents Cairo's playlist and the line that represents Janine's. Well, we know Janine started at 440, so the dash line is Janine, and then Cairo should be our solid line. Now, we know for Janine on question 7, whose playlist is downloading faster, and how do you know? Well, I would say Janine, look at her line goes down a lot quicker than Cairo's, doesn't it? Just by looking at the graph. Her line falls faster. Whereas Cairo's line is less steep, isn't it? So we could, when I say falls faster, I'm talking about the steepness. Now, how many songs per minute is being downloaded by Cairo's phone? Well, if we look at Cairo's phone, first off, let's make a triangle here so we can see that. He starts at, after 1 minute, he has 225 songs list. After 6 minutes, I didn't draw that very well. I'm going to redraw that. That's made it kind of hard to see there. Okay, so let's try that again. So I want to have these match up. So from 225 to 85, that's going to be 140 songs he downloaded. And from 1 minute to 6 minutes, that's 5 minutes. So we know Cairo downloaded 140 songs in 5 minutes, which turns out to be, if I take 140 divided by 5, that's 28 songs per minute. Compare that with Janine, and she did 45 songs per minute, so that also kind of addresses the answer to number 7, if you did it that way. What we've done here with Janine and Cairo is we've done something called rate of change. How fast is their line rising or falling? Now, to do that, you take the change in y and you divide it by the change in x. And that's what we'll do each time.